So you guys have no shot at having a conversation.
Tell me a paragraph and I'll try to decipher it.
你覺唔覺得周好型啊？
She's asking me a question. This guy's good.
Welcome to a very special episode of Careful Boys. Today we have with us the Outcasts.
Hey.
Woo! Yay, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
This is very special because neither of them actually lives in LA. They actually came here from two different places. You came from
New York,
and
Florida, East Side.
very
So why did you come all the way to the West Coast?
Well, I asked them to come.
They came because you?
Hold on.
No, you guys came to travel too, right?
Yeah, we're doing like a few other takes but
Yeah, you don't think they came for this
guys,
shit?
not
What's wrong with you, dude?
Yeah, it's like an excuse to like see each other.
Yeah,
because
that's
we're always
it.
like remotely.
But isn't it closer to me in North Carolina for you two?
Yeah, but then
Yes.
it's like here. There's so many Asian like stuff. Like oh my God, Monetary Park alone. Like
Monetary Park? Monetary Park!
Nice.
Yeah!
No, that's good. Monetary.
How do you say it? Monterey. Monterey. You don't even say the
Oh,
T.
you
Yeah,
said you
Monterey.
already noticed that there's a bunch of Asian food here?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Monterrey.
Yeah, there is.
Monterrey.
Monterey. Okay.
So please
Monetary.
individually introduce yourselves to our audience.
Hi, I'm Paji.
Hi, Paji.
Hi, Paji.
Hi.
I'm Yasmin or Yasmin.
Yeah, it's
My
Can't
parents
decide.
call me Yasmin, but the American way is Yasmin.
Yeah, so as I understand it, you guys are both from Macau.
So what caught me or like what caught my attention with
What
them?
caught you?
Huh?
Yeah.
Keep going.
Wakanda?
First of all, this.
Makanda?
He said no puns. It's a pun ban.
No, because they would do funny content and then both of them would be doing crazy Cantonese. I don't understand Cantonese. My dad's Cantonese, but I don't really understand it, but I get the expressions. And then so you guys would hit it like super accurately and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I would find out neither of you are Chinese, right? No. I'm like, how?
But you could speak Cantonese?
Like, wow. Like, crazy though. Like crazy.
So ashamed.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? That's
We
so
don't speak
crazy.
it.
How?
Mo you fan cao.
You don't sound like that. You don't sound like
You're
that.
right.
I need to sleep.
yeah, no.
How dare you say true things?
Yeah, because we were born and raised in Macau, you know, like, there's a lot of Filipinos actually in Macau as domestic helpers, like,
Of course.
Or any kind, yeah.
What are your guys' like ethnic backgrounds and how do you guys meet?
So I'm my dad's Filipino and my mom's Brazilian, and
my mom is Filipino and my dad is Sri Lankan.
yeah.
Sri Lankan, that's cool.
And we actually
You're Filipino together.
yes, we have one whole Filipino. Yeah.
Yes. And
We met in kindergarten.
Yeah.
And we were
That's
four.
In kindergarten.
yes,
Yeah.
in a Chinese school, because our parents are like, we don't know Cantonese. Someone has to translate
Your kids,
this.
yeah.
So go to the
Go
public
learn.
school.
It was also cheaper.
Yeah, that
And
too.
do you
Like a
also
public
speak?
school,
You speak other
Yeah.
languages as well?
Portuguese. Yeah, that's like
Cooking.
the second language there. So, but
Oh, Portuguese is the second language there.
It was the colony of Portugal.
Okay, I'm ignorant because I'm an American.
Okay, great.
No,
And I don't know anything about the world except for America, especially Los
but
Angeles.
it's everywhere. Not a lot of people know the.
Why you not have no accent?
We knew that question would come up.
Yeah, how did this happen?
Because most of my friends that grew up in Asia and shit, like they still sound.
Or why
Asian
are you able to choose the accent?
Yeah, and you don't sound British. You don't sound
Actually,
British.
we have the accent. We just don't show it.
yeah, it depends on who we're talking to. If they have the
Yeah.
accent, sometimes they answer, they understand more if you like speak to them that accent. Like with my Filipino mom, I'm like talking Filipino accent. But
Also,
yeah, like when we were growing up, actually, we had no idea about accents until like when we were 7 or 8.
Oh, you
My-
didn't even know you had accents at all.
But I think like someone told me like, yo, your dad's Indian accent's pretty funny, and I'm like, Indian accent? And then that's like literally like hit me. I'm like, oh my
You
god.
have an accent,
At
yeah.
home we have broken English, and I'm like, oh, I got like more like insecure about it and stuff. But then like we watch
Yeah, there's a lot of Western shows. Like we grew up with like also Western
Sesame
songs.
Street.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Friends would go on
Oh,
Sunday.
Friends, yeah.
So
Ross, Rachel, Chandler.
That's why you sound like that.
Chandler.
But
They
if-
have that accent.
If you guys grew up in like a Chinese public school, when did you get the time to learn English? And then when was it even like used?
So yeah, when we get home.
We grew up in at home we speak English with like broken kind of like English with an accent.
Yes.
Because both our parents' mother language is not English.
Yeah.
So they had to learn English to speak.
Oh, so that was that's their common language.
Yes.
But kind of like broken English with an accent.
So we would be watching a lot of movies, and back then it's DVDs and VCDs, right?
Yeah.
We just like keep watching them. We would know lines of white chicks, you know? It's like we would just like reciting them.
Watching my chick.
And then yeah, it was so funny.
That's tight.
But yeah, so people like in America would say, "Well, your accent is pretty good for Asia."
It is very good.
And,
Yeah.
But because we grew up like following the American or UK pop culture, we get UK stuff too, like you know those boy
Our like
bands.
school curriculum is like UK, so we don't say hallway, we say corridor.
Oh yeah,
Or
stuff
we
like
don't say
that.
couch, we say
see,
sofa.
You say color with a U, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God! People in America would tell you.
What do you call glasses? You call them specs?
No.
They say rubbish.
You say petrol? You say
rubbish.
petrol? for
Yeah.
gas?
My dad's
What do you call cigarettes? What do you call cigarettes?
cigarette.
Oh, okay. In the UK, they're called.
Oh yeah, the F word.
Yeah. Fantastic. you know what? You know what a cash register is in their language?
What?
A till.
Oh, that's right.
You guys call it that?
A till? Never heard of
Guess not. Guess not.
Yeah, no,
Right.
not everything in
Not
UK.
everything.
That's
Teach them one
British.
more. Teach them one more.
Yeah, go on. It's a teachable moment.
Yeah, teach them about the UK.
Oh, when at the end of a sentence, when they like want to emphasize something, they go in it.
And then
Okay, we're not that UK. Like,
you say bruv?
Do they also go to tingle blah? Just only the stereotypes. That's it. Well, you guys speak better English than a lot of people in Monterey Park, which is cool.
That's true.
Monarchy Park.
No, yeah, we only found out like when we got to America. There's some places like they don't even speak English.
Yeah.
Like in areas, right? I was like,
Yeah, but we're gonna do something about that.
oh my God!
Just kidding.
When did you?
We're working on it. Don't worry.
No, yeah.
Was it a decision that you both made? Like, when we grow up, we're gonna go to America together.
Did you sound like that when you said it too?
we
Not
actually
at all.
moved here separately too.
Oh, at different
Found
times.
out.
Yeah, different times on our own kind of.
Oh.
So you split up and you came back together?
Yeah, and then on her story, she posted one day like she was in New Jersey, and I was like, "What the frick? You're in New Jersey? I'm an hour away." And so that's kind of how we reconnected.
And what brought you to these like respective places? Like, what was it that about New York that you wanted to live there?
Well,
We fell in love.
Oh, wow.
Separately, yeah. And then,
we're actually both Americans now.
Oh, got that passport.
Congrats.
Do you get to keep your Macau land one too?
Macau.
The land of Macau.
You're illegal immigrants?
no! When you're born there, you sound like my classmates. Like when you don't go there, like you like come through the tunnel. Like okay, but you when you're born in Macau, you don't get residency. It's not like birthright there. Yeah, you're
What? They go Chinese only. Is that right?
Macanese only, not even Chinese.
Oh, it's called Macanese?
Yeah.
That's cool. What's a Macanese look like?
Macanese?
When you buy enough McNuggets, you get a card.
Yeah, it's like
I never even heard of that word.
Macanese
I didn't know that's what they
officially.
called it. Wow.
Officially for the locals, Macanese is Chinese and Portuguese mix.
What?
Technically, we're not Macanese because Chinese Portuguese mix, right? I mean, but we're still born and raised there. So.
Chinese Portuguese.
So there's like halfies? Like are they like
What do
half,
they look
like what? Like like what?
Well, none of us has been to Macau except for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, that's just, yeah, like you said, Chinese Vegas.
Do I look like I work at the casino there?
you look like you could be the mob boss, yeah. Or like security, you know, for security, like the
Macau looks really dope.
That's dope.
Tell me about it later after I hear the story.
Imagine like Vegas, but quiet and clean.
Oh, we'll do a whole
Yeah.
Macau episode for
And
sure.
I think we
Okay,
make
yeah.
more than Vegas.
Yeah.
Because of
believe
all
it.
the like
I believe it.
Chinese.
You got all the
Yeah.
biggest gamblers too.
Yeah. They just come one night and then gamble and go back home.
Because
Like,
if you're gonna go all the way to Macau and not gamble, people go to Vegas for other things, but Macau,
That's
what do you
true.
do?
Because it's illegal to gamble in China, so they just
everyone
yeah.
comes to Macau,
I know,
gamble,
Chinese love it.
and then government pay taxes. I mean, sorry, casinos pay taxes, and then so like the citizens there, they get.
And the
that.
alcohol there are actually free. You don't have to tip. You don't got to tip.
What do you mean it's actually free?
Because you know, like when you go to Las Vegas, you have to tip,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, oh man, it's not really free. Like,
That's true. Yeah, it's
But-
not really free.
But in Macau, it's actually free.
Wow.
But you know, the waitress, they're like aunties. Like, they're not like, because I remember having a friend from like America, like, the waitresses here are like not attractive. And I'm like, are they supposed to be?
And then you go to the casinos here and you're like, oh my god.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, because there's no tip incentive, huh? Is that why?
They don't care. They're just like here.
I don't
Nip
know.
incentive.
You didn't tell us about that.
Well, first of all, I didn't even realize it. I don't pay attention to those things, Ryan.
So when you fell in love and ended up in New York, you went first?
You went
A few months before you, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Did that pressure her dude to like get things
I
moving?
don't. We were actually not connected at that time. So
What?
She didn't know I moved to the U.S.
Really? Can you tell us about the falling out you had in elementary school?
It was in college, actually.
It was in
You had
college.
a real falling out?
Well, it's not. Well, okay, because I started partying a lot, and like she doesn't really like. To
Oh, you're
party.
the studious one?
I am. I'm the the goody good girl.
And so like yeah, we kind of like had different friends.
Different life.
You started traveling too.
Yeah.
She went to Europe for, like,
traveling.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
On
to
like work
college.
study or something?
No, it's kind of just like a gap year.
Okay, you're the partier. Yeah, right.
I know.
Secret partier.
But and then
Backpack partier.
Backpack partier.
and then we came back. We met like a few times, and then yeah, on our own we moved.
Yeah, we just like kind of.
That's so cool.
That they had a falling out?
That they're international.
That they became closer because of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost like they went off and they became their own people, but then they came back because at the end of the day, they're soul lovers.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, there's no one else that we could like switch over to Cantonese and English and like.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
that's true.
just-
Yeah.
and we would know what we're like, what we mean.
Do you feel Chinese on the inside because of all the Cantonese?
I mean, me personally, more so, but it doesn't really show in my face. So if I go in a room full of Chinese, like then I would maybe feel like not Chinese, but if
Your
I'm-
thoughts and the way
Yeah,
you
yeah,
live and
What do you feel like in this room?
Outcasts.
Very good. Very good plug.
Oh no, yeah,
But like sometimes I would look into like traditional Chinese medicines and ways of like fixing how I feel, how I eat. Sometimes I do that, you know. So.
yeah. Yeah, I remember in school, because there's international schools in Macau, and I would be friends with a lot of the
Oh yeah.
kids in the
You had a
international
lot more
schools.
foreigner friends.
Yeah, so like after school, I would just run over there and hang out with them, and so yeah, I would feel like a little bit more Filipino because I would hang out with a lot of Filipinos outside,
Yeah.
and yeah, and you're like always with the locals.
I'm mostly with the local Chinese friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think your final form will be when you're aunties? And you'll be one day I'll walk past you and you'll be squatting chopping a fish on the ground, and then that becomes like you finally evolve into your full Cantonese-ness.
Yeah, probably.
Or serving free alcohol by a blackjack table?
Baby. Well, we went to a restaurant this morning and we were just like, they didn't serve hot tea. Where's the hot tea?
What?
I know, it was a Hong Kong, Macau like restaurant, but there was no hot tea.
It's called HK Macau Bistro.
where is that?
Oh, that's a new one I opened up.
Oh, is it?
Monterey.
I haven't heard of that. Wow.
They give you a lemon iced tea first.
It used to be very Cantonese here. It used to be, yeah.
That
We grew
restaurant, they were speaking Cantonese everywhere. I'm
Everywhere,
like,
yeah.
they didn't even care that we were speaking Cantonese.
No,
were
they don't
like,
care. They're like, so?
That's
Yeah, yeah.
This is our home, not y'all.
That's what I felt.
That's how it felt, really?
You speak our language.
Yeah.
Wait.
When we grew up here, it was mostly Cantonese and like Vietnamese. And then now there's a lot of like
I know it.
northern Chinese, mainland Chinese, Taiwan.
Oh, the Cantonese speakers go.
They're just extinct.
No, I also think they're slightly more east, but then they also, all the kids had to go to learn Mandarin. as well. So I think like people who are much more native and culturally Cantonese, they had to learn Mandarin in order to like pick up stuff here.
Mandarin is like the bigger Chinese.
my
It's
God,
a more spoken one.
Before we made our like podcasts and stuff about Cantonese, we
Who's
didn't
gonna watch this? Nobody speaks
like
Cantonese.
we chose the wrong Chinese to learn. It's like Mandarin, we only 一点点, you know. It's like
Your pronunciation's good at that too.
Yeah. I bet you can learn it.
That's such it's a look. It's so interesting to see you say stuff like that.
I mean, we did learn a little
说一
bit
点
Mandarin.
点的中文。
差你妈
Let's fuck your mom.
What? Really?
She said speak a little bit of Chinese, and she said fuck your mom.
That was like the first
Standard
thing in my
Cantonese conversation.
Head. Yeah, exactly. That's why GLM, you know.
So you can't understand Mandarin. You can't understand Cantonese at all, right?
A little bit. So my dad speaks Cantonese, and so like I could understand a little bit, and through some context clues, I can kind of get what he's talking about. But then like, if people are having a full-blown
So
conversation,
you guys have no shot at having a conversation.
if it's one way, like tell me a paragraph, and I'll try to decipher it.
好，讲咩啊？
She says like, what would you say?
你覺唔覺得 Joe 好型啊？
She's asking me a question. This guy's good. Say it one more time.
你覺唔覺得 Joe 好型啊？
If I have to guess, and it's super random, it sounds like porridge or movies, right?
覺唔覺得do you think Joe 好型? Like
Joe is cool.
Joe! I thought she would say porridge.
Actually, no, you said Joe. You said Joe in a Cantonese accent. You said Joe.
For my my government name is Fatima, but like they would say Fatima.
Fatima. Yeah, for me it's yes me.
Yes, me.
Yes me.
Can you say something to them? I was supposed to see who knows.
Oh man, I only know bad words.
Mandarin.
Oh, Mandarin. Okay.
Casual Mandarin.
Mandarin.
我要大便。
Dude, they understand Mandarin like perfectly.
How about this? 你喜不喜欢乌龟?
乌龟可以啊。
Asked her if she liked turtles. And she's like,
Ninja Turtles.
turtles right.
Turtles cool. Why'd you have to pick something so weird?
No, I don't know. I just said anything that came to mind.
That's like
turtles are
elementary Mandarin.
That's like elementary Cantonese is all I like can pick up on. You know, Cantonese is my first language.
Are you Cantonese?
Zhuzhou, in terms of like my parents were born in Vietnam, but like my family, like all my Chinese family, like speaks Cantonese and Mandarin. But Cantonese is my first language. But then nobody spoke Cantonese in my family. Reason why Cantonese is my first language is because my parents couldn't afford to feed me here, so they shipped me off to Hawaii to live with my granddaunt.
Oh, and there's a lot of Cantonese.
And she only spoke Cantonese, so at like 4 years old, I only learned Cantonese. But then when I called back home, only my dad could speak to me, and they speak Vietnamese at home. So when I came back, I had to relearn Vietnamese and English, and then.
Is it common for someone to know both very well?
Cantonese and Mandarin?
Yeah.
Well, because they teach Mandarin in Macau. Like, like we had to.
Oh, they learned
like
that
alphabets.
Mandarin?
Yeah. It's like the alphabets of Mandarin.
That's like Taiwanese like phonetics.
Oh, really?
I thought it would be like
No, we don't acknowledge that here. We don't acknowledge that here.
That's crazy.
We don't even acknowledge Taiwanese phonetics.
But our classmates would know Mandarin just off the bat because their families would be in China, and then so when they visit
like
family,
it's like
they would have to
mandatory
know
to
Mandarin.
learn.
I see. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Dang, that's dope. That seems very hard to like know both of them.
They know so many languages over there. It's an international city.
We actually learned
Like-
simplified Chinese like in school because we would have the books
Oh,
from
like the
China.
characters, not with the
like it's
characters.
cheap
China.
China, and so we would know both.
Isn't it common though, like in Macau and Hong Kong, the people know multiple languages? Like they know a little English.
Hong Kong knows English,
Cantonese,
yeah, for sure.
What made you guys want to start a channel together and start social media and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Should we start that in the next video?
If we're at that point, yeah.
We're at that next point. In the next video.